Welcome to the house. Come on in.
Ratings news! These might be my last ratings in radio. Actually, no, there's still a bunch more weeks of me still to come. The week I got let go, ratings came out, and a little birdie told me that ratings in the afternoon on Country 102.5 were massive. So thank you. Let's talk about feelings. Since I want to make this, am I even recording right now?
Oh, yes, I am.
I'm making this and being as open as possible during this whole process I'm going through right now after losing my job for the first time ever in radio, and it's interesting. But the weirdest thing so far about being let go is when they just cut you off from the emails. You know what I mean? Like, I had 10 years of emails that I had, my important folder, which I put all the important in, gone. One day they love me and I feel like I'm on top of the world. The next day I'm let go and my email's cut off and I've lost all contacts. It just seems very non-human the way we ditch people when they get let go. One day you love them, the next day they're not allowed in the building without an escort.
No.
I'm gonna try to be a robot. Let's get to the answers to last week's little contest. Your answers were Luke Bryan, Morgan Wallen, Carrie Underwood, Lainey Wilson. All right, time for the next contest. I went around my house and I found whatever I could to dress up as 4 very famous professional wrestlers. If you guess all 4, you win and you get a shout out next week. I also did this video this week about LJN, WWE, or WWF, professional wrestling toys, because they kind of like ruled my entire life from the time I was a kid. I used to call KB Toys. I was so annoying. I knew when the shipment was coming into KB Toys and I would call. I knew the time too. And later I found out how much time it took for them to unload the truck. So I had that time memorized for all of the stores, not just KB, but Toys R Us, Ames. I loved those LJN figures, and I still do. So I've been thinking about making that video for a really long time, and it wasn't just about my love for the LJN toys. I was hoping maybe it would make you feel something about your favorite toy too. We all had one, and we all did some weird stuff because we loved them so much, and we were kids. Anyway, think about your favorite toy, and I'm gonna play that LJN video right now in case you missed it.
What do you think is the best toy invention of all time? Barbie, Legos, that stupid ass Furby? To me, the answer is simple. WWE LJN Pro Wrestling figures. Yes, the ones you might call sex toy figures. The first wrestling match I remember seeing on TV was Sergeant Slaughter versus the Iron Sheik. My brother turned it on and I was shocked by the violence, and my love of wrestling was born. I think my first figures were Superfly Jimmy Snuka and Big John Studd. Hulk Hogan soon followed, of course, followed by Roddy Piper, Hillbilly Jim, and the rest of the cast of characters. I remember in grade school and possibly later calling friends and asking them, want to come over and play wrestling figures? And that's not even proper English. Maybe that's why I had a ton of friends but not too many really close friends. But honestly, my LJNs were my friends. I held pay-per-views every weekend in my figure league. My imagination flourished because, well, they didn't move too much. So if Hulk Hogan was going to pump up the crowd like he did at the end of every Hogan match, you had to possess some pretty damn good imagination. I took my figures to college in a giant storage bin made for linens or something. My college friends thought it was cool at that point to see the old LJNs, but I did have to constantly break up the figures positioned in sex poses around my dorm room. I remember getting especially pissed when they set up Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in a precarious situation. Like, come on! Haven't you even seen WrestleMania 3? That would never happen! Rick Martel lost his hand in a tragic dog attack from my dog Muggsy. The Ultimate Warrior got it even worse, so I turned him into a swamp monster wrestler. These are my 5 favorite LJNs ever. And these are my bottom 5, but I still love them. Recently, wrestler Matt Cardona, bless his soul, you might know him as Zack Ryder, launched a new company bringing back the glory of the old LJNs. Others tried, but never really quite got it right. Even LJN themselves. But Cardona has, with his Big Rubber Guys line. They're the same scale. They have insane attention to detail in an old school LJN kind of way. You can use them to tenderize chicken, just like the old rubber bangers. Don't worry, I washed the crap out of the Iron Sheik's elbow, plus I have 2 of him. My new favorite LJN style figure is now Cardona's Randy Randy Savage. Plus, we finally got Smash. Andre is the right size, and they have that one more quality of the old figures that all true LJN fans will remember. Good God, I don't know what heaven smells like, but I hope it's that.
And while I was digging through those old LJNs to shoot that video, I came across this, an air check from when I first got on commercial radio back in Burlington, Vermont in 1997 at WEZF 92.9, continuous soft rock favorites. This is what I was working with 27 years ago.
92.9 WEZF, where you're in the middle of another 25 minutes of continuous soft rock favorites. Thanks for spending your weekend with us. Here's Barbra Streisand and Neil Diamond on 92.9 WEZF.
I remember my high school friends being so proud of me though and listening to me on WEZF because it was in Burlington, that's where I went to school. My friends would all crank me up, even though you know they didn't really love Jim Croce at the time. They still cranked me at their parties and were proud of me for reading all those liners. Alright, that's it for episode 2. I'll see you next Saturday. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all and thank you for all the support. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Thank you. Also hire me.